America's Next Top Model is.
America's Next Top Model
America's
is.
Next Top Model is.
What happens when you take a group of CoverGirl wannabes and stick them in front of the cameras 24/7?
Oh, Jesus. 14 girls trying to claw their way to the top.
You get crazy photo shoots.
It was like -6 degrees out on a skyscraper with 30-mile-an-hour winds.
We're doing this shoot with diamonds, and sure enough, they walk out with these tarantulas.
Makeovers gone bad.
They started putting the bleach on, and my scalp started literally like frying.
And lots of catfights.
Every show has to have a villain, and I just ended up being that person.
There is no friendship. Everything is about being phony.
America's Next Top Model launched more than 60 new faces into the fashion universe. And now these girls are dishing about everything you didn't see on TV.
They thought we were prostitutes, so they wanted to teach us a lesson.
That trip almost ended my career as a reality producer.
Anyone that's traveled internationally, they don't screw around in customs.
Tyra was a friend, she was a mentor, and she was also this big, horrible, ugly monster that would kick out of her big mansion if we screwed up.
They all love me when I say, you know, sure, you're gonna be the 14, and then when I send them home, they start hating me.
None of these girls were my choices. I'm sorry, you want the truth? That's the truth.
Brace yourself for some very unmodel-like behavior.
Everybody was kissing everybody in that level.
They were just making out in the hot tub, and it turned into an orgy.
Honest to God, a lot of times, I would just get naked. Okay, go. Like, you can't film me.
It is very manipulative business, and it's about ratings.
It's not a modeling competition, it's a reality show.
In the next 90 minutes, we'll take you behind the runways and photo shoots of one of America's hottest reality shows. And it's not pretty.
Okay, whatever.
This is not Miss J True Hollywood Story, honey.
The True Hollywood Story.
It's America's Next Top Model. Top model.
Throughout the 90s, Tyra Banks ruled the supermodel world. But in 2002, Banks wanted to try something new, so she teamed up with television writer and longtime friend Kenya Barris to develop a TV show.
Tyra was like, you know, I'd like to do a reality show. You know, we kind of were trying to figure out what it is, and she was like, something with models. And she was telling me these stories, and I was like, this is incredible.
Tyra and Kenya brought in veteran reality producer Ken Mock to help shape the idea.
I asked, what are all the elements that you need to be Tyra Banks? And she broke that down for me. You've got to be able to be a commercial model. You have to be able to do high fashion. You have to be able to do runway.
You have to have a certain look that is very strong, but not intimidating. You have to be able to speak well, to be able to give an interview.
This wasn't really just a show just about learning how to be a top model. This show really is kind of a reality version of Cinderella.
The concept was simple. 10 wannabe cover girls were picked and put through model boot camp. Every 4 days, the girls would strike a pose during a rigorous photo shoot. Then, the contestants faced the judges. Each week, one was eliminated until only the top model remained. All the show needed was a home. Tyra, Ken, and Kenya shopped the project.
We found the networks incredibly receptive right off the bat, and we got multiple offers.
They decided to go with Upstart Network, UPN.
They really needed a show to be kind of an anchor. So we were really thinking about being a big fish in a small pond.
But there was a catch. In order to make a spring air date, the team had only 6 weeks to staff up, including casting the models and the judges.
I was called in for some executive meetings where they asked me, would I be critical? And I said, absolutely. If those girls don't hear from me, Janice Dickinson, that A, you're too short, B, you're too fat, then you're certainly going to hear it from agents.
The minute she walked out of the room, we said to ourselves, oh, we've got to have her on the show.
Designer Kimora Lee Simmons and fashion editor Bo Quillian rounded out the panel. Then it came time to find the would-be models.
We're looking for 8 to 9 girls and different types of bodies. We're looking for a full-figured model, as well as the supermodel, as well as a waif-type model. She's going to go from being nobody to being the star in 8 weeks.
We had very, very small turnout. Very few people to select from that were really people that would be believable. So it made casting very, very hard for our show.
Wow, it was crazy. We pretty much only had 3 to 4 weeks during Christmas to cast it. So with the holidays and just getting people to show up, not knowing what the show was about, you know, people thought it was a scam.
A few desperate hopefuls still wanted in.
I made this videotape. It was so ignorant. You get my face right up into the camera, and I was just like, hey, my name's Adrienne Curry. You're a loser if you don't pick me.
I'm funny. I'm pretty. I got perfect teeth.
She was hysterical. She was literally begging Tyra, I need help. But she had, you know, this soul that was just really, it was really deep. She just wanted to help her family so much.
I had no idea that anyone would A, take it seriously, or B, like me, but now I realize that they needed that token bad girl stoner.
26-year-old plus-size Robin Manning also made the cut.
She was so sassy. I mean, my God, she came in, you know, with her little strut and wouldn't leave until she really thought that we understood her. She was like, I'm stronger than any of the girls that you've seen here today. You know, she goes, you've seen a lot of girls, she goes, but I'm the one you're looking for.
For Ebony Haight, it was now or never.
My experience before then were 4 years of struggling. You know, auditioning and trying to, from 17 magazines to 4, everybody in New York, I basically was hitting. And I wasn't really getting responses where people wanted to sign me. So this America's Top Model was like my last straw. I was just like, okay, if this is gonna happen, God, let's work a miracle out.
Tyra and the casting team narrowed the field to 20. In January 2003, the girls arrived in Los Angeles for a series of psychological tests.
We take the girls' mental stability very seriously, and we understand we're putting them under a lot of stress. So we have a psychologist who comes and evaluates them even before they're chosen.
I was very shocked about the variety of testing when it came to reading and writing. And I don't even necessarily think it was really reading and writing. It was just more about your intelligence, the way you thought. Then secondly, having psychiatrists, and more than one.
Adrienne Curry didn't care about the exams. The 20-year-old waitress was just psyched to be in Hollywood. Cameras started rolling to capture all of the action.
We were at the Mondrian, season 1. She was floored. She didn't want to leave her room. She was crying. She was thanking everybody. She was so grateful and just so happy to be there.
I felt like a princess, and I told myself, even if I don't get picked, this is the coolest that's ever happened to me in my life.
Tyra selected the final 10. The hand-picked bunch then flew to New York City, where they moved into a hotel penthouse.
I had never been in a place that nice. So I walk in and I'll never forget all these broads, their main concern was they wanted the pretty room. These women who had the opportunity of a lifetime, and their main concern was their bed should be frilly. What the is wrong with you?
Behind the scenes, the production team had bigger worries.
We were incredibly underfunded. They didn't give us enough money. By the end of the 3rd day, we had our entire camera crew kind of assemble, and they almost mutinied. They almost walked off the show because they didn't have enough support, and they were working basically 18-hour days for the first 3 days. It was brutal.
Finally, producers gave the network an ultimatum.
We basically said to them, look, you either give us some more money and give us more camera packages, otherwise you're not going to have a show.
Coming up, the models confront one contestant about her questionable eating habits.
Was Elise puking up her dinner in the bathroom? I'm wearing a radio microphone, you idiots. Ask sound guy.
And later, all steamed up.
They were just making out in the hot tub and getting into the shower and being naked. It turned into an orgy.
In January 2003, America's Next Top Model began shooting, and all hell broke loose.
Season 1 was really, really a challenge, and I think production-wise, you would have to say it was a disaster.
Starting on a cold New York City morning, when 10 wannabe cover girls reported for the show's first photo shoot.
They were like, okay, so we're gonna throw you in some bathing suits. And we're like, oh, okay. that's fine, you know, thinking we're inside. Then you're gonna walk up in your bathing suit, your blanket, and your, 5-inch stilettos up these tiny little ladders and go up to the top of this huge building we were on. And you're gonna model a bathing suit here in 4-degree weather.
I'd say it's about 20 degrees.
It was like -6 degrees out on a skyscraper with 30-mile-an-hour winds.
I wasn't really shocked about the craziness. I expected things to be a little weird, but I was kind of freaked out about us being like at the edge of the building.
100% unnecessary. Miss Tyra, I have taken photo shoots out in the cold, and they make sure you're warmed up and stuff. You make good TV, but it is just not necessary.
People ask me a lot, is America's Next Top Model real? The answer is yes, it's real, but it's real people in a really, really unnatural environment.
20-year-old medical researcher Elise Sewell made it through the shoot, barely.
We all felt sorry for Elise. She's the smallest out of all of us. It wasn't even that. She was the smallest, but the wind. It was like the heavier you were, the less the wind would blow you down.
Back at the penthouse, Elise called home looking for a little warmth.
I was probably 5 minutes into this detailed story to my mom, and there's a knock at the door, and it's a producer saying, "You've just broken the confidentiality agreement, come with me." And there was this house meeting, they took away the phone, everybody was crying.
Phone privileges were eventually restored, but the chaos continued.
The night before we were doing our first judging, Tyra and I walked into the judging set, and there was nothing there. There was literally a metal desk and 4 chairs. We basically all freaked out.
With 12 hours to go, Ken and Tyra raced to buy tables, lamps, flowers, and drapes.
We trucked all this material up to this hotel where we were shooting judging. But the day before, we had broken their freight elevator, and they were charging us $80,000 to fix the elevator. So we had to have all of our production staff carry all of the set up 28 flights of stairs.
The crew finished the room with just a few minutes to spare. Adrian wasn't impressed.
I'm like, my God, that looked like someone puked out all the cloth all over the walls and stuff.
The schedule called for the girls to face the judges once a week. At the end of each session, one model was eliminated.
They were nerve-wracking. They're disgusting. I mean, you're trying not to like crap yourself. To me, it was like a death sentence. Who's gonna get the guillotine this time?
One judge pretty much stole the show.
This looks like she escaped from a mental institution. This is the worst photograph I've ever seen. You look deranged. Your arms look amputated. Your legs look amputated. And it looks like you have a penis. I'm sorry.
I had no idea she was going to be as honest and as tell it like it is as she is. But, you know, it works for television. And with me being a producer, I had to have her because people love to hate Janice. And some people love everything that comes out of her mouth.
People don't love to hate me. I tell the truth. No matter what, I tell the truth. And if you don't like it, eat a bag of Royal Blanc.
In the 3rd week of production, a letter from Tyra promised the girls a much-needed boost. Beauty treatments.
We were supposed to be going to the top salon, you know. Oh my God, they're gonna make us over.
Tyra gets to me and she goes, "And Giselle, I don't know, what are we gonna do with her?" I'm like, well, I'm so glad that, you know, I was so thought of. I swore to myself I wouldn't cry, but I cried like a dork.
Ebony didn't cry, but she wasn't happy either.
We leave a little tough. I thought to myself, this must be a game. This cannot be for real.
Her hair was a little patchy.
Could not believe it.
Should we write her name?
They don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's just a joke. Maybe they're testing my intelligence. I'm just gonna work it out. So they ended up cutting my hair. I just faked the funk. You know, I just smiled. Beautiful, fabulous, fierce. Oh, I love it.
But the girls couldn't fake their personal differences. Robin Manning, a former Miss Soybean and a devout Christian, caused a holy war in the house.
Clear our minds, Lord, and don't let us look to be vindictive and catty and self-righteous and all of those other things that are of demonic presence. And Lord, you don't even have to believe. Amen and amen.
The problem was Robin tried to ram her beliefs down everyone's throat, and they weren't just gonna put up with it.
Adrian and I are talking in the elevator and things like that, and Robin would look at me and she would go, now Giselle, can you bring it down to 5? Because I am trying to read my Bible right now. Okay, excuse me, what is this? I mean, go read your Bible elsewhere.
The clash between the holy rollers and the atheists was something that was really escalated by the production crew. Every 4 days we would sit down with the producer to give this detailed interview. So when we were constantly grilled about Robin shoving the Bible in your face, it seemed to be a lot more important than it really was.
Another hot button topic was Elise's eating habits.
We're like, oh my gosh, somebody needs to talk to her, she's anorexic or bulimic.
Elise denied she had a problem.
The thing about, was Elise puking up her dinner in the bathroom? I'm wearing a radio microphone, you idiots. Ask the sound guy who was listening the whole time.
I felt really guilty about that, they tried to portray her as this big anorexic issue.
Yeah, it did really bother me, and it still bothers me.
Sue took her frustration to the confessional.
Adrian, stop interrupting me. I've had enough of you. Robin, you know what I think of you? Foolish as a woman who believes that trite. Giselle, you worthless. You're so wasteful, stupid, you're worthless.
I wasn't afraid to let loose, and it's had embarrassing results.
Elise had made me aware during the filming that she had said some things, that were not so nice, and I let her know. She was a cool we shook hands and we were fine afterwards.
But Adrian wasn't 100% okay. That week she came down with a severe case of food poisoning. She was rushed to the hospital and then got a nerve-wracking visit from top model execs.
I had 2 of the big heads of UPN come in while I'm laying in my hospital cot with IVs in my arm, dying, and they're like, Adrian, if you don't make it tonight, you're gonna get eliminated.
According to the show rules, all contestants are required to be present for judging or face elimination.
I tore my IV out of my arm, which bruised my entire arm, all the way down, because I just tore it out like an idiot. Staunched the blood, got my clothes on, while the doctor's like, don't do this, and I'm like, I'm out of here.
That night, Adrian awed the judges with her photos and made it to the next round.
This is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done and the smartest, all rolled in one.
The following week, Tyra surprised the girls with a trip to Paris. But the next photo shoot was more about no fashion than high fashion, when the girls were asked to pose nude.
That time, there's only 4 left, and I'm like, I'm gonna do whatever they want me to do, and I'm gonna do it well. And I believe it was the first half hour, my hands were shaking. I'm like, I can't believe it, my parents are gonna hate me.
The worst part about it was being coated by the makeup artist in a layer of Vaseline and dirt, and then having to go into this French bathroom in a bar where there's nothing but toilet paper to clean ourselves off with. How are we gonna put our clothes back on after this?
Due to their religious beliefs, Robin Manning and Shannon Stewart refused to strip down. Robin took the fall and was sent home to Tennessee.
I have no qualms with religion, but when a girl comes on America's Next Top Model and says, oh, I can't take my clothes off, well, that's all television, as far as I'm concerned, because if you're going to be a model, you have to take your clothes off.
Elise Sue was the next to go, leaving 18-year-old Shannon Stewart to battle it out against Adrian. The 2 took it to the runway for the final challenge. But Curry had a minor wardrobe malfunction.
I was so mad because everything got messed up backstage. I had no underwear on, and this skirt was going north. Okay, and there is people sitting down in these chairs, and you were elevated. People were seeing it, no matter what I was trying to do to hide. They saw it. If you were in the first row or second row, you got a great show.
The judges agreed.
America's Next Top Model is Adrian.
Yes! Congratulations!
I almost fainted. It was a life-changing opportunity. I was either going to remain in the Midwest, get married to my boyfriend at the time, live in a trailer and pop 80 kids and, be on welfare, or I could have had, another chance at life.
Along with her title, Adrian received a Revlon contract, a deal with Wilhelmina Models, and a spread in Marie Claire magazine, shot by photographer Linda Sharilla.
People were so excited because this was a girl who came from nothing and, all of a sudden made her dream come true.
Coming up, cat fights on the catwalk.
It did hurt me that the girls wanted to see me leave so badly.
In July 2003, 4.5 million fans tuned in to watch Adrienne Curry win season 1 of America's Next Top Model, making it one of the top-rated shows on UPN. Creator and executive producer Tyra Banks was ecstatic.
I knew my show would be successful because I'm a perfectionist and I like just work overtime, you know, just making sure the things I do are successful.
I will get emails from Tyra like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning, talking about a cut, talking about an idea for a shoot.
People would not believe how hands-on Tyra is with the show. Tyra goes to every single editing session. Can you imagine her sitting there going through, ooh, back up. Okay, that frame's pretty. Okay, let's cut there and let's go to this girl. She really sits there and knows exactly what she wants to see.
The network immediately signed on for a second season. Tyra jumped right back into production, hiring a few new judges to join Janice Dickinson, including fashion photographer Nigel Barker and Jane magazine editor Eric Nichols. Banks also brought on renowned stylist Nole Marin to work behind the scenes. As far as casting the models, this time around was a whole lot easier.
After season 1 aired, everything spiked. I mean, our open calls get bigger and bigger, crazier and crazier.
Top Model producers picked a dozen contenders, including a Miss Jamaica, a Fortune 500 executive, a student with a secret, and a nanny named Joanna House.
As a child, I was addicted and hooked on fashion, but I was a junk food junkie and a little chubby, and so I knew that if I wanted to achieve that dream, that I would have to cut out a lot of that and then, you know, change my lifestyle.
Joanna saved her money and hired a trainer. She lost 50 pounds in hopes of becoming a model. In the fall of 2003, the 12 girls arrived in Manhattan.
This is the famous Red Tulip building where we lived during cycle 2 of Top Model. This hallways where we would all sit and bite our nails waiting for the judges to deliberate and make their decision. I swear the smell reminds me of like the tension that we felt when we were here. It's crazy.
Posing for the camera gave the models an adrenaline rush. But one underwater photo shoot nearly caused the girls to drown.
It was almost like Fear Factor fashion that I was doing. I mean, I've never in the 12 years dunked a gown or 12 girls into water. And with, at the time, that they did not realize that there was supposed to be a live shark in there.
We got a call from production, like, it was like a week before we did that shoot, and they were just like, everyone has to come to the phone and answer what their menstruation cycle was. And I was like, I know you guys want us to bear all, but that's like a little bit personal.
The shark had to be cut loose because, I mean, blood in the water with a shark would not have been cute. April is like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Shandy, she looked just like a drowning chicken. Beautiful, wow, gorgeous.
The extreme photo shoots were tough, but Mercedes Yvette faced a much more serious crisis. The 21-year-old hid her struggle with lupus, a painful disease that attacks the immune system.
I didn't want the other girls to know I had lupus on the show because I didn't want to have a disadvantage. I wanted to have equal playing field.
But by week 4, it was clear Mercedes wasn't acting like herself.
Okay. My hair is continuing to fall out. Like, a lot. There's so much coming out and I'm scared.
When Janice told me that my energy was down from the interview, I knew that I could be eliminated just for having, just for being down and them not knowing about my lupus. So I had a decision to make, either to come out with it or keep it hidden and lose the title. So I told her.
And the winner of this competition goes to Mercedes.
Oh,
You win because of your honesty. When you shared that you have lupus, that's when you reached me.
Everybody was so supportive, which I was stunned. I was like, oh, you know, like people are gonna talk about me like, oh, she thinks she's better because she's sick, or, you know? And everybody was just so nice.
The girls rallied around Mercedes, but there was little affection between Camille McDonald and Joanna House.
I was deemed to be, you know, the character, and I really think that I was misunderstood. I think a lot of my personality has to do with my culture from the Caribbean, and I really felt that Camille McDonald on America's Next Top Model was the misunderstood Caribbean model.
If you come into the house fighting, you're going to find someone else who's going to try to be your match, and I think that's what happened with Joanna and Camille. It was like celebrity deathmatch from day one with those two.
For real? If I have something to say to you, I will say it to your face.
The last couple times that you've had things to say about me, you've never said it to my face, and when I've confronted you about it...
I haven't said anything to you.
Okay, enjoy. Thank you.
I did feel that it was edited to highlight the drama, which is great for ratings. You know, every show has to have a villain, and I just ended up being that person.
I will defend a lot of girls on the show. For Camille, what you see is what you get. They actually had footage on her that they didn't use that I think was more damaging to her. You know, she made her bed, she just doesn't want to lie in it.
Please don't misunderstand my confidence for, you know, cockiness. So it did hurt me that the girls wanted to see me leave so badly.
After a stressful 5 weeks, Tyra finally gave the girls something to celebrate. A trip to the high fashion capital of Milan. Joanna, April, Mercedes, Camille, and Shandy Sullivan were greeted by a pack of male models. But Camille's European vacation was cut short when the judges voted her out. A few nights later, the remaining 4 blew off some steam with their new friends.
Well, we had some hot Italian guys come over, and it was great because we were testosterone deprived.
Come the end of the night, things got really heated up with the rest of the girls, and everyone just kind of jumped in the hot tub.
You're in a new city, and we're cute boys, and you're young, and so we all just had a good time. A free, fun, pure time.
And before you know it, everybody was throwing their clothes off. And, you know, we're sitting there and the camera crews are shooting, and they couldn't care less about us. They were just making out in the hot tub and getting into the shower, and it turned into an orgy.
Did we all have sex with each other? Hell no. Come on now. You know, we just all had a good time. Granted, some people on our show had sex, but it wasn't together.
It made for a very memorable episode. We sent it to the network. They approved it right off the bat. Then the next day, Janet Jackson exposed her breast on national television, and the rules completely changed. And what happened was they took a look at that scene again, and we had to go through, I think, 13 or 14 revisions.
One contestant couldn't edit her side of the story.
Shandy had to tell her boyfriend, and you know what, I'll be honest with you, listening to her boyfriend's reaction was so painful. I sat there with tears in my eyes.
And we're hearing her screaming, and we're like, oh, what's going on? And it was terrible.
Shandy and April didn't make it to the final round, leaving Mercedes and Joanna to duke it out. Both girls rocked the final catwalk competition, but only one could take the title.
America's Next Top Model is Joanna. Joanna's America's Next Top Model.
When I got up there and Tyra, you know, I almost was stunned. I couldn't believe that I was, you know, the one that they had picked.
I'm really proud of her. Joanna has a bone structure that I haven't seen in a long time, you know, in models. I think we're bringing back that classic glamour with her face, you know, she's absolutely beautiful.
Turn it up! She knew everything about fashion. She lives it, she breathes it, she eats it. And that's what you need to do when you want to be in this industry. You can't walk into this industry.
Down. As for the runner-up,
Do I agree with the reasoning that they let me go? No. Bo, I got robbed. Everybody knows that. I'm over it.
As far as I'm concerned, Mercedes was the winner of that competition because she was a woman of flavor and color. I didn't get it.
Season 2 of America's Next Top Model cranked up the drama and the ratings. The show became one of UPN's all-time top performers.
I knew the ratings were doing good, and I was like, they're bringing us back, man. They better.
Still, Tyra struggled to balance her roles as executive producer and judge.
Here I am, like, crushing girls' dreams, telling them you can't be here anymore. So it's kind of hard being in that position.
In the spring of 2004, the Top Model crew interviewed thousands of women for season 3. Tyra and company narrowed the field to 14. The dynamic cast included a water polo champion, a legally blind mother, and a spunky student from Los Angeles named Eva Pigford.
Eva walked in and she just thought she was the stuff.
When she came in and said, I am not like everybody else. Made it very, very clear. I'm about me and it's all about me and it's gonna be me. And hey, and
Me, I'm like independent, self-sufficient, and gotta get mine and all that. And so when I got on the show, I didn't trust anyone.
She was really hurtful towards other girls. I mean, we were shocked that this girl would say the things that she would say.
About 80% of the girls that come in here have something negative to say about you.
Eva, she's saying this about me and saying that about me.
Eva,
she was always mean to me.
The first 2 seasons of America's Next Top Model, we had girls that were they didn't walk in as but they get to the house, they're considered
Tyra broke me down and said, I don't want another black.
I was like, what? Huh? It turned out that was just a girl that was hurt and was just lashing out at other people.
I confused being strong and being assertive with being aggressive.
In week 5, Eva was humbled again.
We're doing this shoot with diamonds and a beauty shot. I'm like, there has got to be more to this than what they're telling us.
So to make sure this doesn't look like a typical jewelry ad, we do have someone else for you to pose with today.
Sure enough, like 5 minutes later, they walk out with these tarantulas.
Eva is very deathly afraid of spiders. And she saw the tarantula when they brought it out and just flipped and lost it. And me and Yaya were like...
It was one of the most frightening times of my life, and great because the whole world saw it.
Even though she was crying and kind of almost pulling away from the spider, there were moments in her film that Eva looked so breathtaking.
Takara Jones also took some great shots that night.
Takara, she was one of probably our biggest personality I think we've ever had on the show.
Hi, I'm here. I'm Takara. I'm big, black, beautiful, and loving it.
Larger than life, and you know what? She was a plus-size, gorgeous girl that when I first saw her, I thought, well, you know what? Too big or just not quite right. But she won us over in so many ways.
I never really looked at it as being like, you know, plus size or me competing against, you know, skinny girls. I'm a woman. I'm a model. That's my occupation, and you know, and I'm normal. I represent majority of the women in America, and I'm comfortable with me. I love me. I'm comfortable in my skin.
Fans on the internet voted Takara their favorite top model 5 weeks in a row. But on the show, she didn't always feel the love.
The stylist asked me, do she think she can find a rack of clothes in my size? And she pinched me with these big industrial clips. And I mean, like, it was so much stuff going on. I'm like, oh my goodness, are y'all really serious?
I feel sorry for her. They didn't have clothes that fit her, they didn't have her size, or they had maybe one option for her when we had 12.
No, sorry, honey. I get dressed every day. You can't find a rack of clothes in my size. Go to my closet. How about that?
In spite of her popularity and inspiring photos, the judges knocked Takara out of the competition. According to the panel, she lost her spark.
That is totally like a lie. Flat out, straight up and down, a lie. Like, I'm Takara 24/7 every day of the week. I don't know how to be anybody else. Some of them girls that was standing behind me didn't even have a freaking personality. My picture was great, my challenge was great, everything was great, and you're gonna eliminate me because you said I don't have a personality?
6 girls remain. For the next round, producers flew Eva, Anne, Amanda, Norelle, Nicole, and Yaya to fashion hotspot Tokyo, Japan. But viewers never saw what happened next.
We had a big problem when we went to Japan. The girls are on the show. We never tell the girls what's going to happen next to them. They're kept in the dark because we need the surprise element.
They might tell you what to do, but they don't tell you why. It's not a modeling competition, it's a reality show.
The custom officials asked them questions. They said, well, what are you doing here? Are you here for work? Are you here for vacation? The girls didn't have any answers. Because the girls couldn't answer those questions, the custom official says, we are detaining you here.
one by one, the girls just kept trickling in like the room where they detain all these people. So you got like people from like Bangladesh and like Iran that like smuggle drugs in here, and we're sitting back there with them like smoking cigarettes. Like, oh my God.
It was one of the scariest things I've ever been through.
They thought we were prostitutes.
Anyone that's traveled internationally, they don't screw around in customs. Like, it's not somebody that you mess with. And so for us not to have been prepared, I really blame on the show.
Meanwhile, I've got all my crews at these different locations that are waiting for the girls to show up. And with each day that passes, we're losing tens of thousands of dollars. That trip almost ended my career as a reality producer.
For 3 days, Customs sequestered the models. Producers finally managed to negotiate a solution. The girls flew to the American territory of Guam and then re-entered Japan.
To be resurfaced to another country to come back into Japan. They were tired. I really think those girls pulled through like, true troopers because they really were under a lot of stress.
The next few elimination rounds took out Anne, Amanda, Nicole, and Norelle. Eva and Yaya Johnson fought it out on the final runway challenge. Come on. When it came to the last panel, Tyra tried a little reverse psychology.
Tyra goes through this whole spiel about, like, this is Eva and this is Yaya, and Yaya's refined, and Yaya's classic beauty, and Eva's a rebel, and she's, androgynous. You're kind of weird looking, actually. So when she's going back and forth, all the comments you're giving me sound negative.
America's Next Top Model is
Eva. She called my name. It was like, tell me there's another Eva in the room. You cannot be talking about me. And it didn't even click. And I looked and saw my face. It was, it was beautiful. Wow, yeah.
It's not just about being pretty. I mean, there are prettier girls than Eva, or you know what I mean? But it's not about that. It's about an entire package. To be aspirational but not be intimidating. And I think that's what Eva has.
Eva was grateful, but guarded.
I can say I was definitely one of the fortunate ones. It's very manipulative business, and it's about ratings and about getting a good show. So sometimes you do that at the expense of someone else's feelings.
Coming up, an elimination no one will ever forget.
I was up crying. All the girls were crying and screaming. We thought she was dying.
After 3 highly rated seasons, America's Next Top Model had the formula down cold. Producers wasted little time casting for number 4. In August 2004, 14 newbies were shipped to a seedy section of Los Angeles.
We were staying downtown in a really creepy part of town. Really bums on the side of the road everywhere. Scary, dingy, dark, graffiti on the walls. We were like, I cannot believe we're staying here. And then we got into our apartment and it was just fabulous.
Brittany Brower was joined by a coffee shop waitress, a wrestler, and a student. But living in reality world wasn't as glamorous as it seemed.
We couldn't have television, radio, CD players, iPods, cell phones, nothing.
It's like a women's penitentiary. It's with women all day long. I go, close my eyes at night, and I see my roommate in the room, Kenya. I open my eyes up, I see Kenya. It's like, I couldn't, oh my gosh, it's like, let me have 5 minutes away from these girls.
Reality television is something very peculiar. You're put in the circumstance and you sign a contract allowing someone to film you 24 hours a day.
I almost got in trouble a lot about pushing the camera away. I used to put the cover over my head and run down the hall from the camera.
Honest to God, a lot of times, I would just get naked. I would just get naked in my room and be like, okay, go. Like, you can't film me, go away, I'm so tired.
In season 4, there was no shortage of drama. On Makeover Day, things got painfully interesting, especially for Michelle Dighton.
I have never had my hair like dyed to an extreme, And when they said they wanted me to go ice blonde, I was all for it. And they started putting the bleach on and my scalp started literally like frying. And it felt like someone was scalping me. I don't know, it's like all over.
It was vicious.
Heartburn? No. It's still burning.
She had so many, you couldn't even see it, huge open sores all over her scalp that...
It'd been agitated.
And we poured milk over her scalp, everything, and that girl was just shaking. You felt the pain.
I've never felt anything that horrible in my life. The tears just started rolling down my face.
But she came through.
And she looked gorgeous.
But the blonde bombshell had a secret that a new hairdo couldn't hide.
I never planned on coming out ever. So when I did come out on the show, it was just as a surprise to me as it was to everybody else. I just was like going crazy. So I started talking to the girls and finally I was like, yeah, well, I'm bi. So, and then I realized, I was like, there's a camera there. Might as well keep talking.
And once I heard bi, I just ran the room like, oh, so you're gay. And we made a big deal out of it, but it was funny. It was fun. We loved her even more after she told us.
I'll say it now, I'll say it again. Who comes out on national TV as being bisexual? Like, why? Why do you choose that moment?
Michelle's confession didn't faze most of the girls, but the next elimination threw Rebecca Epley for a loop.
I think you have everything together for a model. You need to work on your presence. I didn't feel that you embraced. Oh my God!
Can somebody call a paramedic?
And all of a sudden, you know, we're talking to her, we're giving her criticism and positive and negative, and she just keeled over. Bam. Just out for the count.
I was literally standing 2 feet away from her, and she just literally went back like a plank and hit her head so hard on the floor that we all thought that she was dead. And so when I went over to her, I checked for a pulse, and there was nothing there.
I was up crying. All the girls were crying and screaming. We thought she was dying. And, you know, it was crazy for us to see her down there like that.
Rebecca came to and was rushed to the hospital. Her collapse was brought on by a malfunctioning nerve, a condition she'd battled since childhood. Doctors gave her the go-ahead to return to the competition. As it turned out, her hairdo saved her.
At the makeover, she got a weave, and when she fell and hit her head on the floor, there was a padding there. So, because she cracked it pretty hard, so thank God for weaves.
It may have been the first elimination to end with a bang, but it wasn't the last. When Tyra mixed it up with a double elimination, viewers said goodbye to both Tiffany and Rebecca.
I was under a lot of pressure, and I was just like, okay, reality TV, I can't take it anymore. I quit, because you pushed me to it.
Tyra didn't think Tiffany was a good loser and wasn't afraid to tell her.
I knew something was up as soon as Tyra, she's like, Tiffany, get over here.
We always see Tyra so prim and poised and, you know, the next name that I'm going to call. You know, that's Tyra. And then all of a sudden she's like, and fingers everywhere and hair and, oh, it's crazy.
She's like, I'm disappointed in you, Tiffany. She's like, you know, I thought you wouldn't react this way. I thought you wanted to be here. And she was like, you know, there's always, you know, one spot on every season where I think I may have made a mistake. And, you know, maybe that was you. And I was like, oh my God.
Before, in all of my interviews, I would always tell people, oh, Tyra loves me. And I feel like the reason that she yelled at me was because she loved me. That was bull. So, let me tell how I really felt. I feel like if she loved me, she wouldn't have showed it the way she showed it. Like my grandmother said, if you love someone, you won't humiliate them.
Tyra was starting the production of her new talk show, The Tyra Banks Show. She was, you know, working very hard around the clock. So her fuse was very short, and when she blew up, I think we all were quite scared.
She had gotten no sleep for days, and I think she was just basically at her wit's end. And the combination of those two elements created that big moment between Tiffany and Tyra.
Tension on the set eased with the news that the remaining 6 women were off to South Africa. After some wild photo shoots in the bush, only 2 finalists were left standing, Edgy Naima Mora and and soft-spoken Kaylin Rodden. The final runway challenge proved to be a battle of biblical proportions.
I remember working on that show for days and staying up late during the runway build to create this illusion of the girls walking on water because you couldn't see the runway at all. And when the girls came through this man-made wall of water and started stomping in 2 inches of water, in gowns and heels.
Genius!
Oh, it was amazing.
There was a little secret. Our shoes, which were clear little sandals, were actually tied to our feet. So they weren't gonna come off. You didn't have to worry about that. And there was actually rubber under, on the water fountain underneath the water, so it wasn't slippery at all.
That was a flawless fashion show. The girls stomping in water. I mean, that's when Naima really took, precedence. When she walked out, I thought she was a top model.
The judges agreed. The ex-bad girl with a mohawk was named the 4th winner of America's Next Top Model.
I'm speechless. Congratulations. At that moment, I really felt inside of myself, of course she's got to call my name. Of course she's got. So when she did, I can say, and I kind of feel a little arrogant for saying so, but I think that's just my confidence. I'm not surprised.
Coming up.
Literally, as we were about to go into judging, bombs were going off within a couple of miles of us, like in 3 or 4 different locations.
In the summer of 2005, America's Next Top Model lost its most infamous judge.
I decided to move on. I just did a Surreal Life, which is an amazing experience. I've got a Broadway play coming out called Pieces of and my own show coming out, and a 4th and 5th book that I'm writing, and it's just time to move on.
Viewers were upset, but Janice wasn't worried about what she left behind.
I went to a lot of amazing places, got laid, got cool clothes, freebies, swag, the whatnot. It was just a really cool show. But look at me and look at them. Sorry, you guys, I'm off the show. I have not seen one yet that can match me. It's all about drive, motivation, competition, and that will to get to the covers of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Cosmopolitan, Glamour magazine. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen it yet.
Still, the top model machine continued to churn. For season 5, show creator Tyra Banks brought on 2 new judges, Jay Alexander, aka Miss J, and 60s icon Twiggy.
I said that my one worry is that you want me to come out and be the bad guy and be nasty, and I'm not Simon Cowell. And they said no. They wanted somebody different, and I'm very different.
A fresh group of talent arrived for the first round of cuts.
We got to LA and Tyra shows up in front of all the 36 girls who were there in semifinals. And, there were girls like jumping all over Tyra and freaking out and saying, oh my God, this is my hero. And I'm just like, not really my hero, but I guess she's like pretty.
People were getting crazy because there were cameras. Like, people were trying to invent drama just so they looked like they were drama stars so they would make it. And you're like, you have to stop trying so hard.
Ebony Taylor, Kim Stoltz, and 11 others kept it real. As the new pack settled into their Bel Air mansion, it was clear these girls were hip to the game.
We're competitors, we're in the house and we're doing it together. So there is no friendship. Everything is about being phony.
At points, some girls are like, oh, I'm totally being myself right now. And I'm like, okay, who were you yesterday?
You're learning how to tolerate people until you cut their throat and get to what you want.
But moving up meant taking the perfect picture.
Photo shoots on TV look like they're sort of like snappy and you get through it real fast and it's sort of a blast. But it really takes so long. Hair and makeup takes hours. Waiting around for everyone to go takes hours.
And then the pain begins.
Do it again. Better, Ebony, keep it up.
Oh, they kept telling me, they're like, flip your hair, Ebony, flip your hair. do it again. And I'm like, first of all, I just got these braids and they are so tight because they're pulling your hair and trying to put these braids in. And your hair, like my head was just like this, da-da. Like I can't hear anything Jay is saying. I'm just like, da-da. My hair hurts, da-da. And I'm just like, whatever.
Life on Top Model wasn't all work and no play. During a girls' night out in week 2, lesbian Kim Stoltz shared a kiss with housemate Sarah Rhodes.
Kim, you think I'm beautiful? Yeah. Quiet. 1 down, 11 to go. Lisa and I totally hyped that like kiss up. Like we totally were like, yeah, like do it.
Everybody was kissing everybody in that limo. I wasn't kissing nobody because my mother watches the show and so does my brother. It definitely wasn't just a Kim and Sarah thing, though.
Oh my God, Kim and Sarah hooking up in the limo, and it was like, yeah, okay, she jumped over a few people, we kissed for 8 seconds, like crazy, like out of it, like I was kind of drunk, like we're just, whoa, you know? So I mean, it really wasn't that big of a deal, but the producers loved it, obviously. Whatever makes for good TV.
Despite the limo bonding, it was not all sisterly love back at the house. Lisa D'Amato often butted heads with her roommates.
Everybody was talking about me. Everybody hated on Lisa. And I cleaned their kitchen every morning. I let them all borrow my clothes. They asked for help. I was giving it to them. I was being the nicest, sweetest person. But I get it. They were just jealous.
Lisa was a polarizing person in the house. She had a very, very strong personality. Yeah. And I think that rubbed a lot of the girls in the house the wrong way, and that created a lot of drama.
The 24-year-old wardrobe stylist certainly liked to stir things up. In week 5, Tyra announced the final contestants were going to London. But what TV viewers didn't see was a little something Lisa conjured up the night before departure.
I couldn't sleep, and Nick couldn't sleep, and Bree couldn't sleep. So I was like, you guys, let's pretend that this is the challenge. And the one that's eliminated is the person that doesn't get up fast enough to make it to the plane. So I jumped into bed and I told Jayla, at this time Jayla was my roommate, and I tell Jayla, I'm like, girl, you're gonna hear a lot of noise. Don't get out the bed. So like I got dressed up, like full glam style. Nick pretended she was already like outside, like screaming at everybody in the house to get up. Bree was helping like carry everybody like to pack it all up really fast. And Lisa jumps in Kim's face like this and goes, get up, the plane is leaving right now. Do you want to be America's Next Top Model or what? You gotta get up, seriously, like whoever doesn't make it is gonna get on the plane, you're eliminated. Nicole was like, what? What's going on? And like Kim was like, what the hell? And my girl Jayla, she must have forgotten everything I said. She runs from the basement. She's at the front door with no pants on, just panties and a shirt. Flew up the stairs and didn't even say anything, but just all and like ran. No luggage, no nothing, just her underwear, and ran out the house.
But after the real flight to England, Lisa's good time came to an end.
When I was eliminated, I wasn't gonna cry. I don't know what else to say except like it's your guys' loss. You know, I have the personality. I mean, you guys see how well I do in interviews. You guys see how well I am in front of the camera modeling. I don't understand why I would be eliminated. At that point, I realized that this whole thing is it doesn't make any sense. I was naive enough to think that I was going into a modeling competition.
They all love me when I say, you know, sure, you're gonna be the 14, and then when I send them home, they start hating me.
TV viewers saw Lisa's tearful exit interview, but there was more to the story.
I had told Tyra, and everybody knew about this relationship I have with my mom, and it's not a good one. And at that very moment, this producer brought up my mom. He's like, what do you think your mom would think about this? And I just felt so betrayed that he would throw that in my face at that very point in time. That hurt me so bad that that's the reason why I started crying, and that's why I'm doing it right now. Ugh.
5 girls remained in the competition. The pressure grew intense.
I think the stress affected the girls in very different ways when we got to London. And you could see it play out itself in different ways with different girls. I think the girl that was really affected by the stress the most was Bree.
Bree stole Red Bull from Nicole because she thought that Nicole had stolen her granola bar. And, you know, yeah, a really, really important fight to have.
Why would you do that? I don't get it. You're just kind of a mean person. What you're doing is whack, because I never touched any of your things.
I'm not replacing it. I'm not.
Okay, whatever. Then that's what kind of person you are, then at least I know that now.
If I have to hear one more word about that Red Bull, she'll be wearing it tonight.
Let's get this straight. It wasn't like, you know, a granola bar is missing. Someone intentionally knew what they were doing and disrespected me. And although my response may have been wrong, they're lucky I didn't take it all the way.
It became a huge deal in the house because, I mean, we were all going crazy. We were claustrophobic, suffocated, and we hated each other at that point.
Kim and Bree were voted out during the next 2 judging panels, so it was down to Nick Pace and Nicole Linkletter. As they prepared for the final round in England, real-life drama overshadowed anything inside the elimination room.
We were in London the day the terrorist attacks happened, and it was on judging day. And literally, as we were about to go into judging, bombs were going off within a couple of miles of us, like in 3 or 4 different locations.
The top model cast and crew were unharmed, but the production returned to Los Angeles for the last runway challenge. In the end, the 19-year-old from North Dakota prevailed.
When I first heard that I was a winner, I actually didn't believe it. It didn't sink into me right away. It's like, did you really say my name?
It's a dream come true, it really is.
America's Next Top Model cranked out 5 seasons in 3 years and launched 63 new faces into the world of fashion. For the winners, success was sweet, sort of.
After I won the show, I was flown out to New York, did all this publicity, flew back home, packed my bags, moved to New York City, signed with Wilhelmina, and waited for all my stuff to come through.
Adrienne expected a big payday after taking home the gold on season 1. According to Tyra, she got it.
She has cosmetics contract, she has a Revlon contract, she has a diamonds contract with diamonds.
Dare to shine.
She's doing really, really well, and she's making a lot of money, like a lot.
Adrienne didn't see it that way.
After 5 months, I'm kind of like, what's going on? After 3 more months, I was really starting to wonder what's going on. I kept, throwing her emails, like, got any advice for me? Like, maybe what I should do next, who maybe I should have a meeting with, anything. And then all of a sudden, I got mad, and I wrote her this letter, and I'm just like, you are a off, you lied to me, go to hell. I've never, ever regretted anything so much in my life. It's very immature.
In February 2005, Tyra commented on Adrienne's situation in Steppin' Out magazine, saying, I take Adrienne's struggles to bed with me at night, but after a girl leaves the show, it's really up to her to be aggressive and try to succeed. So Adrienne took matters into her own hands.
Finally, I said it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna work my ass off, and I'm gonna get there without him. And I have.
In January 2005, Curry scored with the reality hit, The Surreal Life. There she met Christopher Knight, AKA Peter Brady.
I mean, Chris, he's just so charismatic. He's sweet, he's beautiful, he's intelligent, he has a job, he showers. He's everything I never dated before.
The couple went on to star in My Fair Brady, which chronicled their romance. Adrienne and Christopher married in 2006. In February 2006, the top model landed her first Playboy spread.
These are some of the most beautiful pictures I've ever taken. It just so happens that my ass is in every shot.
Winner number 2, Joanna House, landed a hosting gig on the Style Network.
Hi, I'm Joanna House for Style here at LA Fashion Week.
Top model Eva Pigford hit full celebrity status. She graced multiple magazine covers and co-starred in the movie Premium.
I'm very excited. It's my first film, and I'm playing the villain. How hard was it?
Both Eva and season 4 winner Naima Mora appeared in ads for CoverGirl. The spots captured life after Top Model.
I never thought I'd be a cover girl, but this is only the beginning of my life as a cover girl. The work it's hard, it's exhausting, but it's worth it. I can't walk out my house anymore without somebody going, oh, Naima, oh my gosh.
The show also served as a launching pad for some of the other Top Model alumni.
I
I signed with Wilhelmina, and I've worked in Los Angeles, Tokyo, Osaka, Hong Kong, Korea, Milan, Santiago, and I've been making a lot of money doing this work, and I love it.
Day after I was eliminated from the show and it aired, Elite Model Management called, and since then I've been all over the world.
I'm really, really blessed. I've been on the cover of like 5 magazines. I did a Boost Mobile commercial. I'm working on a talk show right now. I would love to get a jean line out, and the sky's the limit.
I've first off moved to New York from Los Angeles, which was a big transition. Shooting for magazines, doing Fashion Week, radio shows, traveling, working, living, breathing, modeling.
You always have to be thankful, you know, that people know your name, they know your face. I come into a casting, I'm not just another model. They say, oh, it's April, because they know me.
I have so much going on. I'm like, people giving me shoes, giving me jewelry to wear, giving me clothes, you know, giving me free haircuts, and I mean, it's amazing.
I just model 100%. Like, I'm not trying to be like anybody. I'm not trying to be like the next Tyra or the next Naomi. I'm trying to be the first Ebony and trying to be a really good model.
I've never wanted to be a teacher. I've never wanted to be a doctor. I never wanted to be a lawyer. I've always wanted to be in the industry, so here I am, and I love it.
After appearing in Stuff magazine, Giselle Sampson got a call from one of her idols.
Michael Jackson got in contact with me. Oh my gosh, that was my dream come true. So a week later, I went down to Neverland Ranch and had a grand old time.
But the series was not a magic bullet for every top model grad.
It's given me some fame, and people know my name. Other than that, I don't know.
I'm looking for an agency, I'm looking for an agent, I'm looking for financial advisors, I'm also looking for a publicist. I just want to throw all these things out here that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a job.
Some contestants use their new celebrity to give something back.
The Lupus Foundation of America is pleased to have the opportunity to honor our First Lady with the Women's Health Leadership Award.
Not only has America's Next Top Model helped my disease by making me a spokesperson and a leader for a lot of young women, but also in the fact of helping me find out more information about my disease and trying to find a better way of living.
I decided to design a limited edition line of lingerie, which is lingerie. It's all for HIV/AIDS awareness.
I've done a lot of modeling when it comes to breast cancer for women, diabetes. I am working in high schools and promoting self-love and self-education to our youth.
The gay community has been really supportive. It pays to be gay because I, get lots of money to go to events and show my face and, sign a few autographs and flirt with a few girls or something. Just kidding.
Amanda and Tiffany divide time between modeling and motherhood.
I'm in a transition point of settling in from post-reality show syndrome to real life again, and a few jobs a month is great because I want to be mainly with my son.
I'm mentoring to young girls and young boys, teaching them how to stay out of trouble, stay in school, and I'm still being a mom. Yeah, full time.
On March 8, 2006, Season 6 of America's Next Top Model premiered with the highest ratings yet. On May 17, 20-year-old Little Rock, Arkansas babysitter Danielle Evans was chosen America's Next Top Model.
It's amazing. I mean, it's more than I ever dreamed. It's crazy. I mean, I'm the new top model. What?
That September, the series strutted over to the new CW network without missing a beat. Subsequent winners included Carrie D. English, Jasleen Gonzalez, and Celicia Stowers. Season 10 produced another first. Plus-size cover girl Whitney Thompson took top honors.
I've gotten a lot of letters from girls and boys from all over the world, telling me that I've influenced their lives and how happy they are that I can stand up for my body, and I think that's the best reward.
Then in fall 2008, Top Model execs launched the spin-off series Stylista, a battle to become the next devil in Prada.
It's 11 aspiring editors of fashion magazines. They want to be an editor of a fashion magazine, so they're aspiring to be that. They're aspiring to be that Meryl Streep character in Devil Wears Prada.
While Stylista's future remains to be seen, America's Next Top Model has assured its place in primetime. Viewers just can't get enough of this mix of trouble, transformation, and triumph.
You watch it and you hate it, you love it. It makes you cry, it makes you cringe.
We promise you
More drama.
More excitement.
More fashion.
More hell-raising.
Okay, girl, let's go. Take your mic off.